and welcome to my dungeon. Today I want to take another look at the Dragonbane RPG, and it's been a bit more than 1.5 years since its release, and I wanted to take a look at the state of the game, what's out now, what will be out in the near future, and what is the state of the community, how was it received, what is the community doing with it. If you like content like this, consider liking the video and subscribing to my channel. Thank you very much. Now let's get into today's topic. From the official side, we don't have that many releases. We have the core rules in book format, which is nice to have, especially additional to the box set, but it's the same rules as in the box set, so nothing special out there. The second release was the Bestiary, which I've done a GM's perspective on my video a few months ago. It adds a very nice selection of classical monsters with adventure hooks and random encounters. Very useful, very nice to have, but again, nothing special. The third official release is a adventure module, Path of Glory, which I don't have yet. It is like a remaster of 3 classic Dragonbane adventures brought up to the standard of the new edition. And supposedly you can link these 3 adventures into a campaign. This is of course very welcome once you've run out of things to do in the Misty Vale. Now on to what the community is doing and what the immediate future holds for the game. Let's go onto my desktop for that. So what does the immediate future 25-26 hold for Dragonbane from the official side, from Free League? Track down this post from the Soloist. This is from an interview with Thomas Hernstam from Free League. In the Dragonbane section of the interview, he told us that they are working on an expert book that will have more professions, special abilities, probably rules for bastions similar to the Forbidden Lands, I imagine. What they are generally going for is to not make the game more complicated or more complex. Dragonbane is pretty rules light, it's very fast, and they don't want to compromise that, but they want to give the players and the GM just more options. So more professions, more special abilities, more modes of play, if you so will. But before that, there will come out a city campaign book, and what I'm excited for, a magic book with up to 15 schools of magic. We only have 3 schools of magic in the core rules, and while that is covering the most important spells, it certainly lacks variety. So just having more of that, and additional to that, alchemy and magical items, rules to create them, rules to use them, will be a very welcome addition to the game. From the community side, as far as I can tell, the game has been very well received by the community, and surprising for the Free League was how well it was received in the English-speaking audience that didn't have previous editions of Dragonbane. Many people have used the generous open license for the Dragonbane game that allows you to create and publish material for Dragonbane anywhere. Have used it to create a lot of adventures, new classes, new monsters, new player options. If you go onto drivethroughrpg, there's 3 pages of this stuff, so with 30 items per page, this is 248 articles. And some of this stuff is top-notch quality. I want to highlight one thing that really made me do this video. Let me show you. Dragonzine. This is a third-party fanzine for Dragonbane, and it contains just a lot of stuff you might wish to add to the game. New monsters, new professions, new gear, new adventures. This first issue is 93 pages long. What I liked in this first issue especially was the interview with Thomas Hirnstam, the lead designer for the game. And this is just some nice insight into how the game was made and what thoughts went through the minds of the creators when making it. Also got rules in here for black powder weapons, among other things. 2 adventures, the very short scenario taking sides that you can include like as a side quests into your running campaign. And the Revenge of the Fallen, which is more like a small campaign setting in and of itself. We got a section with news from Free League, but this is the first issue of Dragonzine, so these are old news. There will be bestiary and there will be hardcover versions of the rulebooks. But I imagine a year ago when this came out, this was good news. And here at the very end, what I think is very helpful is the third-party news, recommendations and reviews of Dragonbane products from independent publishers. And since there is now a lot of stuff, it is nice to have someone to just read through it and recommend you the stuff they really like. A bit like I'm doing right now. And you see, again, adventures, additional rules, additional schools of magic. Already a lot of stuff out. But the second issue of Dragonzine has over 200 pages. This came out after the bestiary came out, and it's adding a lot onto that. So we got new playable kin, dragonkin, demonkin, that you might need if you want to play Dragonbane in the Forgotten Realms and you need Dragonborn and Tieflings. Nisse, shapeshifters, kobold, centaur even, minotaur, swan maiden. There are a number of new monsters, just like in the core book, just like in the bestiary, with random encounters and adventure seeds, and this adds to the monsters you'd like to see in your Forgotten Realms. Good stuff in here. But maybe more interestingly, back here in the articles section, you get harvesting and butchering monsters for parts, which any ranger will think of as a fun activity. And most importantly, which was missing from the monster book, the monster generator. This is a very welcome addition. And we got a system, a rule system, and a lot of random tables, and I mean a lot of random tables, to roll on to create your own monsters. And here's an example of a monster created with that. Tables for random encounters depending on the terrain. Also very nice. New professions and heroic abilities. New schools of magic. Several adventures, once again. This is 1, 2. These are sizable adventures as well. And the news again. Not so much from official Free League announcement. There's the Path of Glory, but there's some big third-party stuff coming along, like The Evil at the End of the Path. Lone Wolf Adventures in Magnamund, which I understand is a classic Dragonbane campaign setting, so we get a complete campaign and adventure book for that. In-depth review of the monster manual. And the Sinking Tower adventure, officially from Free League. Interesting, haven't seen that. And again, third-party recommendations to get you through all of the community stuff that is out now. And there is more and more. So, Dragonzine. This is a really nice fanzine. There's a lot of very useful stuff in here. It is well done. And it is a good entry to give you an overview of what the community and third-party publishers are doing and bringing out for Dragonbane. They're even holding a competition. This is running until the 15th of January. You have to create the text for this here monster illustration, and you might win a collector's edition of the bestiary, which is pretty nice. I will certainly send in my entry for this competition. That's all for now. I'm currently playing Dragonbane with my regular group. We're having a lot of fun with it, and I'm very much looking forward to what is to come in the future. So, thanks for watching. I wish thee safe travels, dreamers, until we shall meet again.